All right, let's end it with this one. A Hulu documentary, A Monster Inside, got released last week, and it was about the McKamey Manor. Now, McKamey Manor is an extreme haunted house. What they do is they'll take you there, and they post the videos of this stuff on YouTube. They post full videos. It's like an 8-hour trip. They say if you can finish it, they give you $20,000. No one's ever finished it. And basically what they do is they have you sign a waiver, and they can torture you. Not my cup of tea. If someone else wants to do that, I guess go ahead. But they released a documentary to Hulu. It's like 1 hour and 45 minutes. It's not worth your time. I'm going to let you know right now. Because that's what documentaries are now. Very rarely do you see a documentary anymore, unless it's a nature documentary, and even then it's still. But very rarely do you see documentaries anymore that aren't slanted and trying to bias you one way or the other, like making a murderer and all those. They're all meant to slant you one way, except the Sandy Hook conspiracy video. That was just factual. No, don't sue me. I don't have $6 trillion. Fuck. Yeah, I know, because they'll come after me for that. But so very rarely do you see documentaries that aren't meant to slant you one way or the other. And this was clearly what this was. They wanted to, it was very clear this had an agenda. Because that's the thing with a lot of documentaries. People watch documentaries because they're not fans of critical thought. They don't want to research both sides of the argument and figure out who has what points. They just want to be told what to think, and they want to make their mind up in a quick 1.5 hour little Netflix or Hulu or HBO documentary, and that's that. They're done. We're a podcaster like this one. We'll help. No, not this one's different. My audience thinks for themselves, and that's why they come to me, right? Right? That's how we do it. But they don't want to think for themselves. They want a documentary to do it for them. And that's what you're seeing with this. So it was very clear this is a hatchet job. And I went in to watch this documentary, not caring either way. I was just interested by it. I had a friend that started up a really successful haunted house, so it's always something that's interested me. I try to watch stuff about it when I can this time of year, and I just wanted to see what was up. So because I had heard stuff about this place, and it was infamous and all of that, and like it's crazy. You sign waivers that say we may tattoo you. We may pull teeth out of your mouth with pliers. We may punch you. We may simulate drowning. You may even die. You sign a waiver that says all of this. And people have to see psychiatrists and get approved for all this stuff. And they have to submit videos just to even be considered for it. So you have to do all this stuff. It's not like they coerce you and it's the last second thing, right? So these people knew what they were getting into. And this is basically just a video. This documentary was about 1 hour and 45 minutes of people bellyaching that the waiver they signed and the videos they had seen of what had happened to other people happened to them. That's all it was I signed a waiver that said they're allowed to beat me up. And then I watched videos of people getting beaten up and simulated drowning and putting snakes and vomit and bugs all over them. And then that happened to me. And I'm upset. I agree. This guy's probably nuts. You can't be all in the head. You got to be kind of a sick, twisted individual to put people through this kind of stuff. I agree with that. But you signed a waiver. He's never been sued, and you get sued for everything in this. You get sued about everything in this country, and no one's ever sued him. So obviously, he's obviously doing something right. But I tell you, this is a clip from this documentary. And this might be one of the most insane things I've ever seen someone admit to. This is one of the people we're supposed to feel sorry for, mind you. This might be one of the most insane things I've ever seen someone admit to doing on a documentary that was trying to get people on board with them. Go ahead and look at this.
The biggest thing we found, though, was we actually got into Russ's emails. Russ has a very old email service, and that's where he messed up. The company that Russ has for the email has a phone number, so I called them and I was like, hey, I forgot my password. So they says, okay, what's your name? Russ McKamey. I was like, okay, when's the last time you were on your email? And I was like, I'm gonna make a good guess. I'll say, it was yesterday. She's like, oh, all right, yeah, that was correct. I changed the password from my email address, and then I locked him out. We hit the jackpot. From his email, we found that he wasn't paying his taxes on his barn. And Russ wrote this email back to the tax guy saying, this manor is fake, everything I'm saying is fake. Russ, I talked to my lawyer today. I got Russ here with his tax problems. This is from Russ's son. You absolutely disgust me. This guy is really obsessed and like really going after his girlfriend.
Yeah, he's
what he
obsessed.
Did was absolutely unacceptable.
Not the guy that
So
hacked
I took
the
those
email.
emails, I took screenshots, and I showed those. Here's the proof right here. This is like something you're never going to see anywhere else. I put everything on my Facebook page. And I was like,
Can you believe that? Can you seriously? How did that make the cut? Hey, I illegally, I false impersonation, illegally hacked this guy's email, stole his tax information, and then published privileged conversations between him and his attorney to my Facebook page. Feel bad for me. How on earth? Who is the editor? How did that make the cut to go on the documentary? That was on the documentary. He admitted to like 5 crimes right there.
Why would you want to admit to that anyway?
No, that's what it is. Is he's that hurt because that's what it is. He thought he was going to be able to do it. He thought he was going to be the one person that finished the thing. He wasn't. Like nobody else has ever done. And then he got in his feelings about it. And the guy made fun of him a little bit. And he got hurt. And he couldn't just let it go like everybody else. He had to go commit a bunch of crimes. That is... What a loser. What a loser. I mean, you've got to be a screwed up person to go to that kind of thing anyway.
Loser! You're a loser!
If you do want to go to something like McKamey Manor, I am judging you. Go look. It's not a haunted house. They beat the shit out of you. They simulate drowning. One woman had pliers stuck in her mouth and had a tooth yanked out. They've tattooed people's skin. They've ripped their hair out. I mean, they beat you. They make you vomit all over yourself and then eat it. They'll wrap snakes and bugs around you and duct tape you and make you stay awake for like it's crazy what they do to make them crawl through piss and shit. It's torture. It's torture porn. If you want to go to that, go to a therapist. There's someone did something to you when you were a kid. I don't know what happened, man, but there's something wrong with you. But at the same time, you signed that waiver saying he could do that stuff to you. They told you we're going to do this stuff to you. You saw videos of them doing that stuff to other people. You don't get to get upset when it happens to you. I don't know what to tell you. This is not how it works. It doesn't work that way. Those waivers aren't a joke, right? They're not a joke. It's like smoking cigarettes and getting mad that you got lung cancer. Well, they had a warning on the side of the pack, dumbass.
Not a joke.
They had a warning on the side of the pack. You know, the people that smoke and know it's bad for them, so be it. But you don't get to smoke and say, I can't believe that Marlboro would do this to me. I'm going to hack their emails. No, you hack the tobacco company's emails. They'll fucking kill you. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.